Greetings, vac fans, especially Bissell heavy-duty vac fans. So I have this machine that has a sticker on it that says it's actually a model number 50C9, and I acquired this as a refurb / repair from the church I attend, and the complaint was that it wasn't picking up. So after a disassembly and realizing that, well, let's just say a bunch of stuff that was picked up that was damp and or wet clogging the cyclones was removed, now we've actually restored the performance. So let's see what kind of numbers we get on the airflow box. Okay, about 65 CFM. Now let's actually take the filter out. So this is the only filter that you can actually remove and have the machine still work. You can't take out this bottom filter because you lose all the airflow, and the people who have these machines actually know that. So let's repeat the test. This time HEPA filter is out. Gained a little bit of CFM, but not much. So a little bit, 66.3. So this isn't clogged. See how terrible that looks with the carbon dust emissions? Of course, this side looks fine. And bottom line is, even with this looking like this, and probably a number of years old, I'm going to guess this is a 2011. I have no way of verifying that. And it only loses a tiny bit of CFM, not a big deal at all. So this can be cleaned and or doesn't really clog. Of course, this is huge, by the way. All right, so let's go ahead and, since I have the HEPA filter out, let's turn the brush roll on and see what that does. All right, 2519, and this is brush roll on, but HEPA filter out, and we're at, again, rounded about 66 CFM. So let me go ahead and put the HEPA filter back in. We'll do our last airflow box test. Figure out here how to get this back in quickly. Get in there. There we go. All right, so last one, we'll do brush roll spinning and filters in. my own notes, loaded, I'm about 122 volts under load. All right, so about 64 CFM, and that's going to be your usable, completely bin cleaned nozzle CFM. And this one here has a fairly large brush roll opening from left to right, widthwise, and front to back. It's actually not as large as you might think. It's not Kirby level. It's not like this, but it's like this. And this should have a fairly decent CFM density, not anything great, but I'm thinking just a loose calculation in my head, maybe something like around the 2.5 mark. So not really low, but certainly not high. Okay, so let's go on and do a few other tests that might surprise you. But there's a reason why you see these two machines flanking it on either side. I have my Simplicity Symmetry and the LG compressor. Both of those machines, one bagless and one bagged, are carpet shredders. So I thought that I had actually seen, or rather touched, the stiffest, sharpest brush rolls ever by this point in testing the dozens of machines I tested. Well, guess what? The brush roll in here is even more insane than either one of these. The bristles do not move at all. It's literally like 1,000 steel knives that don't move. So yes, I'm expecting incredible sand pickup from this thing, and I'll do a sand pickup on this carpet, but I don't think I'm going to do a whole house cleaning with this, because by volume, this thing is probably just going to shred my carpet like crazy. So this is unbelievably sharp and harsh, even after a number of years of use. So I'd really have a hard time recommending this thing on any kind of carpet that you care about. Anyway, on to other tests.